persist. We help each other. Theater as an art form depends on people working together and having each other's backs. Theater depends on community.
And we know from firsthand what that community can mean over several occasions over the last number of years. Now, we'd like to present a short video of theater artists talking about how they made it through the pandemic and proudly proclaiming, "We're still here."
Wow, well, I'm sure it's all been said.
I was gonna go on tour. I was gonna go to all of the senior living facilities and just, entertain the people. And then on March,
What was it, March the 12th, I think?
what happened? The pandemic.
It was like the bottom fell out of everything.
Everything closed down.
There are a lot of companies, organizations, theaters, jobs, restaurants, places that just closed.
We stopped.
There was so much anxiety bubbling under the whole experience.
I thought the pandemic was gonna last 2.5 seconds.
Oh, we'll be back in a couple of weeks.
You flattened the curve. Remember Flatten the Curve?
It wasn't long before we realized that we weren't going back.
And then when we started again, we had to learn how to do it in a brand new landscape.
The show must, So we managed to get people spread out on the lawn of H. Holland Gardens, comfortably, in the Richmond Shakespeare Festival. We had one cast performance. And we were pleasantly surprised with the turnout. It was heartwarming.
I had my own case of COVID early in the outbreak. I had a career change. I had a relocation halfway across the country.
We had an additional little whammy here at the mill because 5 months after the COVID shutdown, we had a 500-year flood. It caused about $150,000 of damage right at the time when we had been shut down and without income for 5 months. We probably had 500 cars coming through the parking lot saying, "What are you gonna do? We can't do without the mill. This can't go away." Every bit of that cleanup was paid for by donations. This was very...
Theater of 93 seats shrunk to 27 seats.
Instead of having an audience of 400 people, having an audience that has to be limited to 150.
But they came. They put out their chairs. They sat on the sidewalk. They enjoyed the fact that actual people were doing real theater on a porch. From the middle, they said, "We're to make theater all they need
We had this one-person performance scheduled, so there wasn't an issue of, how do we protect that actor from other actors?
One-man shows are not normally things that we work with.
It's like watching a high-wire tightrope walker do their act without a net.
It's a solo act. It's just you get over your act.
A story told.
We did a series of, I think, 36 performances of the picture of Dorian Gray for audiences of between 2 and 8 people. It was like being in a church. It was a very holy experience. It actually is a valid, very different experience to do a show for 2 people than it is to do a show for a full house of 99 people.
And I'm grateful because it recharged a lot of artistic batteries.
I was honored to be one of the first shows to come back onto the stage with Scott Wichman. One of the first lines as I walked out as Ella was to the audience, "You came back."
I would come out here and greet the audience and they would cheer, clapping, hooping and hollering like teenagers at a rock concert.
And you hear some coughing or sneezing and it's like, but the fact that we're even engaging in that conversation says that people are willing to come back and try.
And we're constantly evaluating that and trying to find out, what does it look like now?
To receive that energy from the audience, it's everything. Hey, you came back. So we're thankful for that.